Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This just in. According to ESPN, Edgar Berlanga will be penalized by way of suspension due to the biting incident against Angulo last Saturday. This is actually good news. I was wondering what they were going to do, and you just can't allow things like that to go unpunished. Okay, you can't allow things like that to go unpunished. According to, I just got this information. Salute to my brother Cali Enigma. He just sent it to me via text. It's on ESPN.com. You can look at it yourself. I briefly read. I didn't read all of the information, but it looks like, from what I did read, that they'll come to a decision on Friday. The person that leaked this information, Mike Cappinger, he requested to be anonymous. He doesn't want people to know who it is for whatever reason. But according to the article, they'll reach a decision by Friday. We don't know how long the suspension is going to be. Of course, this guy apologized. He said he got a little ahead of himself. It's quoted in the article, and look, it wasn't getting ahead of yourself. You was in a fight, and you had a lot riding on it. You had a lot riding on it, young man. You had a lot riding on it, and Angulo wasn't cooperating. He didn't go in there to lay down, and you were in a fight. It's called boxing, fella. It's called boxing. And, look, things happen. You was in a tough fight, and that's fine. But you lost your cool, man. They don't teach that in the gym. That was an emotional response to a guy simply not cooperating with what you was trying to do. And on a level like that, Angulo's I guess you could call him a veteran. He's an older dude, and he came for you. You was in your backyard. You came out to the Terror Squad. Salute to the Terror Squad. Bronx on deck. But it was your time to perform. And you almost ruined it with that. Now, people are not really talking about it like that, but I did, because this is boxing, fella. You got to do better than that. And I know you apologize. All right, we'll see how you pan out later on. But that was just a black eye. That was a black eye, Edgar, and you should know better than that, man. So the word on the street is, according to ESPN, is that he's going to get penalized. I read something about the suspension, and we're going to see what happens. And justifiably so. I'm also curious, very curious, in reference to the referee who saw it. And there was also a headbutt at the end of the fight, a missed headbutt. So Edgar was truly in his feelings, and I don't know about that, man. I mean, I don't know about his mental state. If he's doing this, because this was a big stage for him. But in boxing, we all know that there are bigger stages, and there's a lot of fights in his future in his weight division. A lot of fights in his future, and I don't know at this point if he's doing this to Angulo. What happens if he gets a Benavidez fight down the line? I mean, just really think about it. Really think about it. You know how this sport is. What if he actually gets a Canelo payday? What if something happens and he gets a Canelo payday? What are we going to expect? Canelo start kicking his ass all over the ring and then he bites him? I mean, these are things you have to consider now. Based off of this, you got frustrated by Angulo to the point where you bit him and then threw a Chris Benoit headbutt at the end of the damn fight? Come on, man. This is a sport, man. I'm holding everybody accountable. That was ridiculous. And it's unappreciated, man. I mean, so, we'll see how he behaves after this, but this is the right call. We'll find out Friday if it's going to be like a real suspension. They are talking about it. I want to know what they're going to do with the ref that didn't take a point. He let that headbutt go, and he let the missed bite go. He saw it. Now, I know he was at home, and it was on the eve of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Shout out to all my Boricuas. But he almost blew it with his behavior. You're in a tough fight. So what? People appreciated your effort. They didn't turn on you. You were just in a tough fight. The guy wasn't cooperating, and you had to really dig down deep. But behind the scenes, there's a lot of things being said. Now people are wondering, are you ready for that big spotlight? You bit someone, fella. You bit someone. Are you ready for the shine? Are you ready for the spotlight? I don't know, man. But we're going to see, man. We're going to see. And I'm not wishing ill will on him or anything. Maybe this was just one mental collapse. Maybe he can sit down and talk to somebody about that and say, look, we need to prevent that from happening again. Why did you have the mental collapse? Why was you not as competitive as you thought yourself would be against Angulo? And get to the gym and get to work. All right, I hear he's a gym rat. He's always in shape. All right, now it's time, since you're in shape, you ain't got to worry about a fat camp. Now it's time to work on technique. Now I'm already biased going in. The young man's from Brooklyn. All right, so he's repping New York. So of course I want what's best for him. But I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't call this out. Edgar, please, you got to do better, young man. You got to do better. And I'm going to look at the cup half full instead of half empty. That was just a slight mental collapse, and you're going to do better. I'm going to talk you up. I'm not going to talk you down. All right? I just don't need to see that again. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bronx on deck.
Move!